ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Namaste, all of you. Welcome back to our continuing study of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha from the pages of Poojya Swamiji's, Poojya Swami Dayananda Saraswati's Gita home study course. In these sessions, we are together examining and studying chapter 16 of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha, titled Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yogaha. Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yogaha. A chapter that examines traits or qualities that are becoming of a human being, especially of a serious spiritual seeker. Qualities which, when nurtured, will help us, will help to accelerate our progress to discovering moksha, which is nothing but our own higher self, immaculate self, infinite self. And then this chapter, in this chapter, is traced out those qualities that are unbecoming of any human being, more especially a serious spiritual seeker. Qualities that will not only decelerate our progress, they will also retard our progress, turning us away from moksha, which is our higher self, which is to be our anchor, our higher self, which is to be our anchor, with which, relying on which, we must conduct our transactions, without which, without holding on to which, life can go haywire. There can be complete chaos. You can completely lose yourself in life. Life will never be purposeful, will never turn out to be fruitful if, because of these qualities, the predominance of the negative qualities, the asuri sampats, we steer away, or which will steer us away from our immaculate natures. So, the Daivi Sampats and the Asuri Sampats are laid out in detail by Shri Krishna. Lord Krishna has been talking about the Daivi Sampats all along, right from chapter 2 in the Sthita Prajna portions. Then in the 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga, Lord Krishna talked about the Parabhakta Lakshanani. From shloka number 13 to 20 of that chapter, till the very end of that chapter. In chapter 2, the Sthita Prajna portion ranged from shlokas 54 through 72. "19 solid verses of shlokas. Then in the 13th chapter, under the topic of Jnanam, Lord Krishna gave out 20 values. And here in this chapter, Lord Krishna gave out 26 Daivi Sampats. So Krishna has been talking about Daivi Sampats practically in all important chapters. Although he alludes to them, he refers to them in other chapters too. He will be talking about them, the Daivi Sampats, under a different title in chapters 17 and 18. Here in the 16th chapter, Krishna lays out the Asuri Sampats threadbare, which is what we are presently studying and examining, to understand what these traits are and steer clear from those traits, eschew them diligently, intelligently. Let us dive into those portions. We were looking at shloka number 8. We completed shloka number 8 in the last capsule. We will now move forward to shloka number 9. Just for continuity, I'd like to refer to the shlokas, or the shloka number 6, in which Lord Krishna talks about these two traits. Let me read that shloka and then push on forward. In shloka number 6, Lord Krishna said, Dvau bhuta sargau lokesmin daiva asura eva cha daivo vistarashah proktah asuram partha me shrunu. Krishna says, having spoken about the Daivi Sampats, now, O Partha, listen from me the Asuri Sampats. And then Krishna in the seventh shloka, from the 7th to the 17th, disposition of the Asuras. Krishna talks about in 11 solid shlokas. He begins by saying, Pravrittincha nivrittincha janana vidurasuraha na shaucham napi chacharaha na satyam teshu vidyate. People who have qualities belonging to the asuras do not know what is to be done and what is to be withdrawn from. There is neither inner cleanliness nor proper conduct, nor truthfulness in them. This Krishna mentioned in the 7th shloka. And then in the shloka that we completed in the last capsule, Krishna went on to say, Asatyam te Jagadahuranishwaram Aparaspara Sambhutam Kimanyat Kama Haitukam. Krishna goes on to say, they say this world of people is untruthful. This is the contention of the Asuri Sampats. Without an ethical basis, godless, and is born of the union of male and female, is driven by passion and nothing else. That is their contention. Let's move forward. In shloka number 9, Krishna further traces their line of thinking. He says, Etam drishtimavashtabhya nashtatmanolpabuddhayah prabhavantyugrakarmanah kshayaya jagato hitaha. Etam drishtim. Etam drishtim, this view. Avashtabhya. Avashtabhya. Having recourse to nashtatmanah. Those whose minds are destroyed. Alpabuddhayah. Alpabuddhayah. Those who are of meager thinking. Ugrakarmanah. Ugrakarmanah. Those whose actions are cruel. Those whose actions are cruel. Jagataha ahitaha. Ahitaha. The enemies of the world. Enemies of the world. Ill wishers of the world. Ill wishers of the world. Jagataha kshayaya. Jagataha kshayaya. For the destruction of the world. For the destruction of the world, Prabhavanti are born. Are born. Wow. Having recourse to this view, the earlier said view, these enemies of the world whose minds are destroyed, who are of meager thinking and cruel actions, are there very much for the destruction of the world. Krishna says. Krishna is Bhagavan. So he knows their tendencies, and therefore is opening our eyes, helping to open our eyes to such tendencies. They are people of meager thinking and cruel actions, says Lord Krishna. For people who have this view, for people who have this view, Shankara says, there is no means to attain another world. There is no means to attain another world. No thought that there could be another birth. They don't have such an orientation. For them, this body is their world. Dehatma bhavaha. This is because their minds are destroyed. They are nashtatmas. They are nashtatmas. Meaning they have no discrimination either about what is real or about what action is to be chosen in a given situation. Even in simple matters, there is great confusion. Even in simple matters, there is great confusion because they have fallen from dharma and adharma and therefore are going to suffer later. They are considered nashtatmas because they have fallen from dharma and adharma and therefore are going to suffer later. They are considered nashtatmas. Nashtatmas. Krishna is using a very strong word here. And what does he say further? And they are alpa buddhayaha of meager thinking. Shankara says their mind is committed to nothing beyond sense perception. What they see alone is the truth, and anything more than what the senses can enjoy has no reality. Very narrow minded people. They don't have a broad perspective. Alpa means little. We cannot say they are completely lacking in intellect because they do make choices. But the discrimination between or behind their choices is very limited. If they have no capacity to choose, like the cows who know exactly what they should eat and what they have to do to survive, the Shastra need not address them. Very important point. If they have no capacity to choose, like the cows who know exactly what they should eat and what they have to do to survive, the Shastra need not address them. Further, they are people whose actions are cruel. Ugra karmanaha. Ugra karmanaha. When the end justifies the means, we become cruel. When the end justifies the means, we become cruel. This is because our end is so important to us that we do not worry about our impact on others. This is because our end, my end, self centered, selfish people This is because our end is so important to us that we do not worry about our impact on others or about their needs and wants, not only in the world but also in the family. Being insensitive to the feelings and the thoughts and the requirements of members in one's own family. Our end alone becomes so important that when there is a choice of means, our only consideration is how beneficial it is to achieving our end, my end. By fair means or foul, we will achieve it, is their line of thinking. This makes us persons of cruel actions because we do not mind hurting others as long as we can get something for ourselves. So self centered, so blind to other people's emotions and feelings. The word Jagataha in this verse can be connected to the word Ahitaha, Ahitaha, and to the word Kshayaya. The word Jagataha in this verse can be connected to the word Ahitaha and to the word Kshayaya. When a word is placed between two words and can be connected by both, it is analogous to a lamp on a threshold that illumines both the outside and the inside. When a word is placed between two words and can be connected by both, it is analogous to a lamp on a threshold that illumines both the outside and the inside. This is called the Dehali Diya or Deepa, Dehali Deepa Nyaya. Dehali Deepa Nyaya. Thus, by this Nyaya, the word Jagataha connects with the word Ahitaha and the word Kshayaya. Dehali Deepa Nyaya. Ahitaha or Ahita means those who are inimical to this world, to the world. This behavior is destructive to the well being of others. They are born and are there very much around. They are born and are there very much around. Prabhavanti, to create problems for the world. They are born and are there very much around. Prabhavanti, Krishna says. To create problems for the world and thus for the destruction of the world. Jagataha Kshayaya. Dharma, they don't anyway contribute and they cause the degradation of dharma by their ill actions, cruel actions. Their thinking is very calculating, always reckoning what they have and planning what they will get, not minding that it is at the cost of the happiness of others. Their thinking is very calculating, always reckoning what they have and planning what they will get, not minding that it is at the cost of the happiness of others. We will continue studying these traits in the 10th shloka, which we will pick up in the following capsule and take our study forward. Hari Om.